John Mahama NPP for Ghana for bo say ejuma ye friend Okada ejuma omobeji atuma imra abɔ ho ban Okada no and they beji atum to say taxi ye beji atum to say any commercial kind of transport na ejuma ebetuma aboa ema Ghana immebunu so enye ejuma ye
Ewa kufa the tribe wentimi anya nwi
very disappointed.
And this o de don person mu ye bia
ama mo kwan so
o say to me no dia
The issue of Bandai with Matthew Nyindam.
Nkomo pese yara na election na mo bia nti ne nan e ma Kpandai.
Den ya say dem be kind no you better about 2028 you better about 2032 you better about 2036 oh you know say mo hwe su hu you know say for no southwest
yensomai fo nyina koba ebiem emra jumadi esu asanso athanase a ensema ekoso ewo oman Ghana mu yede ni nyina ebre aifo eno achi no ye biebie nsem nim na edimo nkomo president His Excellency John Mahama mampani asa fulfill promise bi amasisia me no kasai ubepiem ewo oman Ghana mu a eye eni gye nko a emrante ne se adwuma apie adwuma abo oman Ghana quick one ye bewram na fe ne ye biebiem na yedimu nkomo eno achi Bandai constituency se sia me no kasai eho huru den NPP amanyoko no se da bi wo mo ntiase emma election ensa maso ewo ho eno achi so no NDC amanyoko no so se ekwan bia so ombeji seat no ede aka omo majority ho eno nanam so ama akwatwetwe nsem bebre aba Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ede na no atum na Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia kasa wiye no ensem efreche banabusua esawani ensasa me ena me kacho na MPP for no dia tudwa se NDC for na sa target wo mu biem se after Kpandai seat no ombe se omo sa gigi seat bi ka ho a che se ade na kwakwaya ro sem baransa na ye be rasa nsem nim no as His Excellency John Mahama asanso afofele ne promise bia ya kwakwato about 2024 or promise Ghana for we no ase 2020 kwa no ai mampani boso osase enti uye screen no so a o say Parliament passes Road Traffic Amendment Bill 2025 legalizing use of quadricycle, tricycle and motorcycles, that is Okada, for commercial purpose. The quick one, Commander. Bawumia.
Right, I'm say a very short one. Say a nay Parliament adject to say motorcycle any pragia any abobo yamo moka hono. Say the I am ra a free nekoi or mo ye as commercial vehicles. Said the trolley taxis any buses.
Na sir metiasie ya. His Excellency John Mahama. Me was 2020 no ya ho campaign. Ya no obi di boy nyum say Okada
I pass anyum na Okada
na say finally ya jetum obetimi the moto ayadwuma emrante me fan say when the emrante na tatwi emrante ne ba benya dwuma ye
of course
quick one in room.
Well, Director, on this issue, a two significant points anyway. But in the first place, before several points in the sono, because it was part of the campaign messages, and at least Ghana for to Waba at the man because Obi or the messages 15 abaya ubenya section bia message ba kuntia ojina so to Waba.
Sir Okada for Modosu. Director, only say omo na koka basentali ho ekogu basentali achi omo se mama ebetena konwa no so a basentali nkuma wo mo
asem ni nyina no no interpreter se wo hwe sankofo ya you will understand say mampani no antumi anni boshe no so a omo so bedwa lie at the end of the day they are also becoming a stakeholder in the development of the country because they are contributing a lot to Oman to say the development na baby an komani ya dane say more now mobile scene na a lot of points in so as I say babontia among for raise concerns.
Okay, mami ni can misawe.
Okay.
Ye beba negative no so.
Of course.
But then Okada ya me fan say John Mahama ban etimi legalize. And em faso na de be bremrantie no.
Well, right in the first place, me madwimu the greatest job in 2025 aban betimi akreti Ghana. Adwuma bia ni ho at a time Ghana ha obetimi akreti a ebefa more workers attain Okada adwuma.
Na say eno so kra 24-hour economy ni ho.
Right something because enei sawasha almost ye deliver adwuma no almost the moto and ye adwuma most of them moto no modenam enti se nei mampani legalize ya on legalize ye no no ebi mo ye obi o ho a onya ho be ye but because ye legalize ade no eya odwene hu mmenu se na okonya sema na oye ne den but enei ebese ya ebesan ate unemployment so because se ka se ka no kra omom ye delivery no every month they make money ene aban adwumafo no mpo no ehwe aban adwumafo no enti source of employment there no kra ne nyame anim mampani wa kreti e wo mo se e wo hodadade na mum wo ba be hye ne kena no ama ade no aye ka
oka moto no de I think say na nhyada nye ayisa wo sa moto no ye commercial fa nipa no ye abobo ya no ne Pragiano na ya na ya kakaba se Okada no tricycle no de na anhyada nya isa
rural areas no mo na ubehu okroma or ye delivery
na era police for so ha wo
police for ha wo pa but enei baby ababedri sa ha no be free ho na the next positive thing they say right aya na life at risk because abanje wo muntum emre bia nye wo muntum enti omu aye adwuma na rata omu yan asif say eye criminal adwuma bi no omu ye entitentete enti oni genuine document odi boni ana wodwane bibisi a track na unya no okwa na okopaki moto ne se ho eno anu hu ni bi but enei the most important thing is say ye pro eye adwuma manfo ye dada enti say yan taken into books yan fa nko kratam na ya anya ho adwuma na wo se task akrambo na aban so benya wo mo ho a the writer aban enya said ye be ya one almost safety any passenger safety because obitimi hu police ni pragiafo no police ni wo no ho ba bia ni se owura no because osoro se e be chiniti obedwane akwa owura ho na okọ trying to escape and how to escape the writer ebasa Yankupon nimnie aya na very scary but enei say liagia tum ya legalize na bibia ye okay pragiani nim say o delay ma odim because oya commercial vehicle say the throttle ne adwuma enti ehu bi anim na obi kwa kwotena so a eya na osuro say ebi mpo ade mi konya asema but enei say eba be commercial vehicle there rata omun so mutwa insurance na insurance companies no enso cover wo these are some of the advantages yeah e wo adwuma nim
but then Okada na ya legalize no for accident madie because risky
the writer
sana e Ghana for do na so hu no
of course
because prague kura e ba yi kuni pasa prepre ni pasa pragiano
of course
it say yes about legalize no a moto yi ye legalize no kwa no moto e kuni pay ni ye legalize say the wo nko na e bo ye ba be wo
the writer unim bibi there is one point e wa asem ma e was ya address ni yi me know ya because me say me weigh on a scale of 100 yeah. The fun is pragia Okada adwuma in general and fast what pie was no 60% but disadvantage no so 40
yes
ben ho kaka
ekuni papa
but me point ni say the writer ye pe ye legalize am no enkrofo ya ekuni pa but say legalize na mrada ho na ye hye mra ye the safety measures egu okwan ma ene omo ye illegal omo timi dwane no makonya accident omo ni protective wears on share helmet on share oni niema e protect no okonya accident kitwa bia na ebeye wuo no right in case ye de mra aba ho a eno so be prevent omo a osore ya ne nsapan ne naipan no da kwesena fidie no so obi timi konya motor accident se o share helmet ka ohu pragiafo ibi abobo ye omo mutwa bobo ya no o timi konya accident se o share helmet ya ka ohu but enne ya legalize no se ye de mra be hye ho a rota yenim se ebia mra wo ho ni nti no omo mfa ni so omo safety measures no ebe kosoro and of course right because emre ni ho
but eyenso a ayo kada fo ni mo people krom the way ebesia ye no ebe te traffic nso
so ene se yemfa mramra ho because
na okopiem e wotafo asante region mo nim sa ho no meka okopiem e wotafo a ekwan no eye me fa no say single road the all corner na and the urban na ma enti ekwan bi anse da na ho sa wo traffic ache na pragiafo nso sa na mo mfimfi sei Ujimi se ukwa ushia pragia so drive ya One ye careful, what the bonnet, dear, no, see a case for fru.
Right, winning a case for fraud. And until make any safety measures because Parliament, I have bill now, or my pass a bill no.
Now, when you show us a gun of Fonsia swording, because I didn't quite legalize it and ready, legalize it.
Because every sector, it is a Cassia, a year more Ghana. The number of accidents here, I see what a crowd Kumasi highway. So, accident, I see what Kuma is Remquan Kumasi to Tamale Road, you know. But commercial vehicles, you must legalize the buses in the Casa, but every day accidents you assembling in say. You find a proper way. You better accident so. And you say a quino and you see a trouble. Say I had it. Pragam for her. Into Kumasia, baby to say a doom. Any kajetia a nay. Pragam Rawa came for the channel. Right, we should put measures in place. Say, okay, be a while. Yamamonia go within a community. Say, so what? A beer, remember said Tafu or Tafua. You work within the Tafu community. Community name now and but on for highway so for highway so I say a chill. And I say, oh yeah, Pragana Motu. Now on am Kwanswa, you should be in the lane. The cars nechi. Right, a very good name a Juma or say
quick one, you go to Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia after Kpandai constituency. A quite controversy no. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia de Nanua Tumbarene. Me voice bi wa e wose me boma hefo na edi hu nkomo but mame fe no no nte to the any kanti we mra na ekoba ai ye beto adwumadi ni so
to say the least very, very disappointed in what is going on in our country. It looks like our institutions of democracy and our tenets of democracy are being undermined. The issue of Bandai with Matthew Nyindam is not a new issue in our democratic politics. You've had issues with Dana Bodakpi, you've had issues with Techikwation in Asin, and basically you've had the House allow the court and the legal processes to take place and be exhausted before state institutions are stampeded into acting in ways that undermine democracy. Matthew Nyindam should be given his day in court. He has filed appeal processes at the High Court. He has filed for a judicial review at the Supreme Court. And none of those cases has been adjudicated. So why the rush? Why the indecent haste? I think that he's being railroaded. I think that this undermines our institutions of democracy. I think that we should take a halt to these processes and allow him to have his day in court, just as others have done in the past. The House has never really rushed in this way when it came to the other cases. What is the difference with the case of Matthew Nyindam? I think it should not be this case. I think we should uphold the tenets of democracy. Democracy is something precious that we've all had and we've all subscribed to. When you start undermining its pillars, you break it down. And the consequences for the nation are very severe. And so simply because you have power, you shouldn't feel that you can ride roughshod over your opponents and over the principles of democracy. And so I stand with the principles that are being espoused by the minority in Parliament, and they are doing a good job at it, and we want to support all the principles that they are fighting over in this particular case.
Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia, I'm very disappointed in Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia. Sir. Na sir, Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wa no e de kasa. Adintin economy on kasa mfa because who economists 2026 budget here ko ready ye. Yeah. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia nin komo. Of course. But Bandai constituency ba ko pe constituency eye me fa say o man Ghana eye ba bi fian. Of course. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia din komo fa ho. Say ba be say democracy. Yeah. But then budget na e ba be bo man no ban no. Unkasa mfa ho. Economy no dollar na above from no unkasa mfa ho adentia.
E ho nya na sembim because he has failed woefully. Oni bibia ye obiem ebeta adwuma ye dia ma wa wantimanya ye je free wunsem say adwuma no wo ho asem ka bi enti enei directly or ka kire yen say economic issues no enye na adwuma ontimi nka ho asem because NDC for kanano atom ebesi nne asem bia ni ho obeka biem about economic issues Ghana for bejedi enti ebasa ensem na ntim fodwo mo ka no de na bi mo ka no enu bia na so no so koka issue bia be pop up bia na wakosom na why did but economic issues there o se Okada no tum what an nkoma odi ye I am very shocked because Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ye nim ne se ensem ebesi wo oman ni mu a mostly economic issues any tightening ka but enei wasweche and I agree with him baby a why adwuma wantimi no onka ho asem biem enti o se omuvu ekọ baby foforo but nkoma odi ye me are very disappointed in Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia biem said the okay because this is the electoral commissioner in 2022 and this is first started kai say electoral commission we omo ye incompetent omo ntimi nya adwuma NPP for including Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia any Justin Kodua from Pon argue you say these are the people omo ni madwuma but NDC for through election defeat don't try ya voter registration in about 2020 about 2022 ho baby electoral commission for catch say obi anko ne district capital and nko register em ye raise consensus say there be constituency bi ho a et say bantima enipa 80,000 o si wo mu nyina nsore nko baby ba akopɛ na omu nko register for voters ID card it doesn't sound well and twasumu but ye kai na amaka they shielded the electoral commission ye voter registration ye kotwe trading na o ma publish list say ye register ni 200,000 na amanfo including o mane bo amaba say enye no kramu di bia gum ade be chom si mistake by no ya kwai arithmetics ne foforo na o me dia ba o mutim publish 4 figures within the same day ni nyina na assign wrong these people mo defend wo mo nti enei edie na change say Bandai election electoral commission say Parliament and notify woman say sit the home pine already na dwuma nyina ne say sa akonya to wo ba bia on hwehwe abato ne nkoto o say electoral commission e pre no and you are talking with emotions because according to woman mo ankasa mo nipa kra mo nyini ni asem ni nyina ni mo mo nyi mo nipa ni because mo na mo appointing no ye kase na dwuma ne nya mo na mo defending ne say ye ma ne nya dwuma no and this time ye di na wo ye na dwuma nti why the complaints the writer Jema once Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia why too desperate na politics nankasa ontini ma biase enye sanso de asabi bon na wa bon na onka no kre said the debia ka no abamba no speaker of parliament the right or the rules na ye adwuma na according to omo ni mra no wo bisa na say o kan omo se mo ka omo say abamba ben or the parliamentary rules no na ye adwuma the C119 eno no de ye adwuma and or de ye adwuma no said the mra ne kire no o say court and I say body a ewo control and notify ni say akonya we enei ehwo da ho enti declare vacant ya omo be twa for 1 week after 1 week say BBNC they will declare the seat vacant and what declare the vacant clerk can notify no or ye wie no so no and na wodi akwa electoral commission and electoral commission si enkoto about what they say enti enei me question ni say say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia or the mrane kasa and now the emotions and emotions so we don't talk with emotions say ka emotions and ka jachi question and ko to asenof and this was in opposition buy no they went there and on campaign they won the seat and this say Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia jitum say we win election ma din ka catch say o mo share campaign ase me ka asem na wo twetwem but omantie enti enei o sha se beblemu se electoral commission apre ne honodo wa ye ne ntema 30th no enche beso eso na ye kwoto aba na ulusu a edu bedi new year enti edu di new year right you don't come and blame me you blame yourself
quick one Justin Kodua di nkomo na Justin Kodua nkomo no di ye no se amanfo se ade MPP fo ho ya ye mobo ayi ti nkomo we mra ne koba ensem bi san hyeche.
Which other constituencies na what line so?
Oh, you know so mo hwe suhum. You know say for no southwest.
Suhum.
For no southwest.
And no Ashanti region.
Yeah, that pa ho. Manka so.
Okay.
Oh, any sisa o ma target so chinchina ye so beji sasis no.
Edoso. Wa bo suhum ne for no southwest.
They say whether edoso ba ko emienu is the principle and rationale behind it.
And the two no are in court now, right? Suhum de no.
Our court. For no southwest so court but obi and this odi don person mu ye bia
mama mo kan so
o say to me no dia on the crown Ghana for to aba who are executive power who over our majority in legislature we now saying so what's our judicial as account na sebi saa de no on find you man kan ko me pa kasa parliament seka me o man Kpandai Mahama ana me krasa to me obi ade ba ko edu o man nya pa district assemblies era ku for the tribe wantimi anya nwi
electing MMDCs no
your problem wo Ghana ha sebi obi beye MMDC office aban na de naba enti sebi adwuma yeso wo ye no won hwe no onye ti ye start se ye to aba MMDC wo ha bo development be koso member na ye nhwe se sa sebi achade ye nya eni Ghana for ma hye mu nyam sei ye fa nya de be mpuntu ama dachi bi no Ghana for so eni ye kasa o man Kpandai Mahama penso eni ye to aba MMDC na wo ye parliamentarian pressure down so they be ankofo se MP nyam kwan MPC school MP ehunu ha na de bia wo prime minister se ko boka ansa na what may renew seat na won dwene ho se sebi ye nto aba MMD se be ya pressure down so ankofo be yi o madwene fi no otima hyemra na do office se be isu tumi no e de run opponent yusu
yeah among so say one other way of doing it and it's let more resources go down there for the MMDCs to work and or more common fund how omusi yet niyoma no it is kind of more because 1/4 now there's 6 million Ghana cedis na cost some of the district assemblies.
It's now yeah participatory democracy.
Yes.
Sabi the best form of democracy between that mobi and they say we no choose nipa eso di no so. Opa for we asisi nyina kwa assembly ho. Se nkofo ne nya accountable to the people. Sabi ska be ko nyina unya fa so
Asempa FM.
They say your chance near Juno man who are opportunity and this amania. And they are carry Rakofo pencil, free maternal care, national health insurance, school feeding, you carry Rakufado, free education, one constituent, one ambulance. At one man Kpandai Mahama, with the free advice. At least, which will be a greatest legacy, a commit major to a more man for the council. Now you feel say behind this abba, they say it to me, ye dear pay. I ain't not there, but boy, minor. Then send them the kind. You better about 2028. You better about 2032. You better about 2036. Near in one of these elections, power need to me a crown. It be from sir. Now Ghana for it should be a you better my DNA show. It be to MPP.
Okay, Commander.
Yeah, the writer.
Justin Frimpong Kodia.
Yeah, Samu.
I say Ghana for bet me DNA show.
I shall say.
Now Emrano Swan.
Okay.
2028.
Okay.
2032. 2036. Also, you have a trouble. MPP member.
Right, about ye chimney betting a real sense. I bet.
But then, on Bason Baba, would any woman to draw me near me?
Assembling, and
I just say, and this is so fairly. And I say, Ghana for ye, but my fear and this if wa. Young Cassa, and you're just in Kodo MPP, and I bet Chedi, and ye.
Right, unim. They said you're walking. That is the reality.
Yeah.
Yang. And yet, Tremo say, dear Muye, Yempe,
yeah,
and Timon Quat Nasa,
no, said you must be to MPP, no
more, and December 20 year, a yen ye bed decided,
yeah,
we gave MPP free advice, ye did the Guamoso, MPP so perfect with that. How ye demonstrations, much demonstrators, Kuku. And nay, you are trying to say, oh, will be free advice, advice of mine.
Now, I see a election,
yeah,
and this is 4% or Muchinchu Musano Musaji constituencies. No quick one, you know,
Director Unim and Emia suggesting Kodia day in, day out, the reputation award or Lusu as a lawyer, director among for Jiwiti said, Unya. Hype on terminal and cover very far. Any baby or dynamic director, I'm sorry, because in some working, any constituencies are all boy. Director Yan Kaya Chinko 2024 general election him. Na Yanko Kai incident a sisi ho. Na Yanka and Phantom will say, dear Oken, say our evidence be say, and this person or Mujawabro Munikesia, on fast seminal, don't go defending one court. Okay, director about 2 constituencies, about whom. And about Ahafano Southwest, which is Mankaso, Honorable Evis Chairman Sadapa. That constituency, Unim said, I have constituencies, no, maybe I say Ahafano, a 3. And then this Ahafano Southeast, and Ahafano Southwest, dear no, 2 are Banivia Nano, NDC for no be ka say o ma win seat no but electoral commission for no e yom hu bibia ho including Ahafanu which is the bar and also Kevin Taylor ekoye hu expose that anajo no say electoral commissioner no is trying to rig the elections yede yanim say obi rig ye ana obi unscheme results but obekaya in mankran so ade change the next day 2 days after election no na omo ko ballot papers ho a NDC for no e ko ho say omo person omo fa ballot papers ni free ko be free to omo mpene the right ye bo NDC ni tuo e ma ni wi tuo kan nipa mienu ba ko wi e wo mankran so the right everybody can go to mankran so and ask about this e your constituency say anytime I'm wa Ashanti region me ko ho me di agro ho say constituency no ma so many years enti I'm saying it for a fact say one constituency there AC wo no say NDC wo legitimate document say election o mo win with few gap ne kitwa bi nemum MPP for the by force and the boat wo and amount for dwane ye and o mo sesa results right, you have to go and defend it at the court. Who send this in camp once and be but only the assembly at court. A free say at what barrier and this is constituencies be a while. Omu jidi say omu jene. Ntomba chama so ajini nyina no. Assembly wo court. There be omu twa court to kwa be seen say omu nyi seat na omu home. Nti if you think say and this is the patapa Nigeria, you have genuine documents. Kwana kwaji seat no.
But then Justin Kudia kasa no unzo kasa sa seat na NDC for person say tinchi o monsaji ene koba say asem no e court but se cia ni say enwo asem koba say kima o meka sa asem be say o tinchi o mo but asem ne to ba wie e asem na court
akoko to
da bia asem na e court akoni aba
MPP ni NDC for nyina di ntiman ka ye honorable Dapa oye MP no o twa court kwan da bia oni NDC ni no nara power oni ni twa court kwan e di akoni aba but monka ho asem say boko ye bu asem ni hwie na ye say bibia nkoye yenkoto no foforo a mo beka say NDC chinchim nsa but da bia nso nipa no o twa kuma say high court kwan but monka no kwenche move supporters ne say this is the reality right adia Justin Kodua Suroni election 2024 there were constituencies here 2020 results no MPP twin NDC more than 20,000 NDC just seat ni constituency na obi atwum 20,000 e kire NDC just seat no including Ablekuma the right enti say obi twum 20,000 na utimi just seat in 4 years how much more seat ya twum 1,000 who cause high election na e fear
na commander yenko tewe mra yentu fane yentewe mra me te voice we no me sire ya kame ya dwonso me ho abusua yente mra
trend na air corner so far from Ablekuma North to Akwetia to Udie Sebase Rera Nebebaswa. Are you not scared from the trend say and sure na seat no NDC for Jeffrey Winsem
no mo yi obi. What is more scary than that? Nobody hear me. What is more scary than that?
Asempa FM.
But if the gap of 4,000 is anything to go by, then you should be confident, sir. Obeseye really, ana.
And the catcher almost say, "Uncle mo pese yara na election na mo bian tin na Kpandai. Omo nyame ni omo candidate no nko on the ground. Then you can be talking about elections. Elections are also the whole state machinery, the whole resources of the state, the whole security architecture. You are moving everything to Bandai. You think it's fair?
Okay, Commander.
Right.
And say MPP. Me fan say esi no na ye MP otiso. And NDC for a torment MPP sa.
Yeah.
E say the Yoruba papa kasama no wan mobo.
Be my emre.
NDC odi omunya nche. Be my.
Say
omunya nche no na we die.
Say omofa konya nche no.
Na we
die. Right. Akonya ye de che.
Na ro mbesa tata we nsu na we yakowo.
Dabi omu. Say omo ni omo nka NDC for ni omo nka. Say ye ne wo pra konya ho a enkowu se waje bosen a NDC for no so mo no muntua kakra ma no ende no beboa for no so ntua kakra ma no because sika wan people for ni bi ho ene sika wan NDC for ni bi ho said ye be ya obi nkowu ye mpese ye beje obi akonya e wakwa kowu but brother with this issue Honorable Matthew Nyindam e ho ye me mobo na sem oya na mum oni case
yare
o brother oni case Dachi question about one. Me the bear references had the Biami Yaika. Because ye go to Dachi question, dear no. I was a sin of no. Nana do Kohobi. Dr. Momibamia Kohobi. Justin Kodria Kohobi. NPP penny for cabinet ministers in our coin. Edim Fidego go Quanswa. Not almost G2 pipes. That time no. It was the whole government machinery. And NPP they call a sin of. Now NDC complaining. Now I call a crown all complaining. Say also munyama one NDC parliamentary candidate nwa anyenye bia no say omutuye na de obawe ne no enye aban mu no obekọ akọje adwuma ba enye parliament no okọ akọhye mra enye John Mahama no obekọ ehọ no obekọ enti ehọ awokoye adwuma no they are starting adwuma together also want to say o many share adwuma say dey ntina won share say he is coming on the ticket of NDC. And when say in 2024, NDC tria nomination forms nisika, momo parliamentary candidate bia, na ye party ni momo sika, nti party na di sika, tria mani pano, and party ni ntimi nya ni pan say, onu nkwanko, de ntina ko political party ba. Nti I agree. NPP before leaders, said the NDC e omo leaders nyina call as enough, go fighting against president, vice president, cabinet ministers, every election. Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia wo ho. Onko ba bia. Napo wo ho. Miracle Sapwaje wo ho. The writer, omo betime de sam panifo nyina ko Kpandai. Na se eye no kuramu se ampa omo homfro Ganafo. Ganafo afi wo mo se de omo kana. Omo campaign message no. E be top Bandai fasum and they will vote for Matthew Nyindam. Na sem de ya. But sa na ba.
Yem fancy ye ko ye be sa babiem. E cry fu nyina.